Okay, Summer, what was the goals for today?
To see a snake and to catch a toad or a frog. I want. Daddy, can I catch it?
Well, that was easy. We already found a snake.
Okay. Can I catch it?
Hey, it's coming back at us.
I know. I'm not afraid of that.
Okay, go get it.
I'm not afraid.
It's going to bite you.
No, it won't.
I don't like getting bit by them. That's a good...
But if you get bit by one, it's probably gonna like poison you.
No, it hurts. They have long teeth.
I've seen someone get bitten by a snake. It is the most painful.
Well, her goals are a little different than mine, but today we're going to be cleaning up all of our maple syrup stuff and give you a little recap on the season here in Lower Michigan. We've got a few taps to take out.
Did you get him? Now can you get him? He's like, ah! Oh, he's hiding. The poor little guy.
Yeah.
How many times do you think you've held a snake? Don't let him bite. Can I hold it?
He's not...
Then you gotta hold him really far up though.
Oh, I know, because if he gets any more, he's gonna bite
attack.
Me. He wants to bite me right now.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna get you.
He's trying.
Can I touch his body?
Yeah, hang on.
Whoa.
Ready?
Yeah, just don't let him kill me. Bye, friend.
So I'm going to leave all this together. I'm not going to take any of the taps out of the line or anything. So I may use this same setup next year. So it should be easy to remember where everything was. I may try to use different trees. If you see my hammer anywhere, let me know. Still haven't found it. So we had a pretty good collection here. There were 5 taps in the trees, all the way up to the highest point up there. Real good slope. You know, it wasn't really level at any point. Down here in this spot right here, I felt like the slope was not quite that much, but it should have been plenty for it to run. And unfortunately, I do feel that for these 5 trees, I got very little out of these.
So I don't know what kind of do snakes eat turtles?
I don't think a snake would eat a turtle.
Okay. So what else? What else do you think ate it?
Probably like a raccoon. That's raccoon food right there. So I definitely like the idea of the gravity tubing collection system. I think I made one mistake, and I definitely think there's room for improvement with it. So the one thing I think I didn't do well, I didn't leave an opening at the end, at the very top, highest point of the line. So I think I should have used one of the T-taps at that last tree and wrapped the tubing around and then left it open on the end so that it wouldn't create a vacuum. I feel like it was the whole thing was just running really slowly, and I feel like it wasn't really flowing as well as it should have. I think it was kind of creating a vacuum in there the opposite direction, so it was, you know, creating a suction. And you'd think that would help pull the sap out of the other trees, but if the tree at the top wasn't flowing quite as fast and the ones at the bottom were trying to flow faster because they were bigger trees, then it's trying to suck and it won't let it. And so I think that was a mistake. I think I should have left an opening at the top. The other thing, of course, is actually putting a vacuum system on this, and that, of course, would work much better. So if we have an actual vacuum pump and an actual vacuum, airtight barrel or collection tank of some sort, and then really, put a vacuum on that line, and it's always sucking through all the line, I think that would be, produce quite a bit. So what would generally happen is I would go and collect down the hill. I would be getting 4 gallons out of a full bag on almost each tree. Then I would come here and I would get maybe a bucket or 2, maybe 4 or 5 gallons, sometimes maybe 9 or 10 gallons, if that. That was the most I ever got at one time. So, it just didn't seem like there was quite as much. And these trees are in the forest. They are shaded a little more. They were smaller, other things. So I get that, but I certainly don't think it performed better than the single bags. This is the first time I've used, these bags. Generally, I've used buckets. I try to be, kind of as sustainable, I guess, as you can with this kind of stuff. And generally, I've collected frosting buckets from bakeries and put those all out, hung on nails with taps and lines into them with lids. These are certainly a lot easier. The holders we can reuse every year. The bags are technically supposed to be throwaway, which isn't a great system, really. If we're talking about supply chain, I'm relying on somebody to get me these bags, and I can't really use this thing at all without the bag. So if I can't get bags for some reason, that puts me, I can't collect any sap. So I do like the idea of these, the simplicity of these. Obviously, it's quick, it's easy. You just get the bags, you throw them on there. But I really like the aluminum buckets best, or even the plastic buckets best. That is really kind of the best way to do it. You wash those out, you reuse them every year. You've got those, you own them, they're there at your homestead, and if you need to go out and collect, and COVID 3.0 happens or something and you can't get anything, you have your stuff available. So it's just just an observation. I'll still continue to use the ones that I have, but I may try to get more of those buckets every year. They're just so darn expensive. It's $20 for each one of those things. So you want to tap 20 trees, add it up, it gets expensive. So this year we ended up with probably, I'm guessing here, about 1.5 gallons maybe of syrup overall. Maybe pushing 2 gallons. We used some of it without really bottling. So, it was pretty decent for what we had out here. I also tapped a little late and I missed some of the original, the first flow. And so I could have got a little more. It also really wasn't a great season. Usually I would still be tapping into, right now I would still be pulling sap off the trees all the way up to April 20th. I have notes from a few years ago. And this year it was done a couple weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago it was done. So it was a kind of a late start and an early quit to the season here in Michigan. So it's time to clean up and put things away and get ready for the next phase of homesteading, which comes in the spring, which is gardening. And I am so excited to get some raised beds put in here. So that'll be coming soon. But I just wanted to give you guys a little update on maple syrup season, how it went. Some of you have asked, and so hopefully this answers some questions. If you have more questions, let me know. I'd love to answer those, and we'll do more next year. Every year is bigger and better, and we keep adding and learning and growing, and we'll get more and more syrup in the pantry. So don't forget to hit thumbs up on today's video. Just a quick update on things. Of course, subscribe if it's your first time here. Stick around for all the gardening fun. We're going to really do some fun stuff this year. Can't wait to get some raised beds filled up and do some other things around here. Grow some stuff. So stick around for that. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.